think Sean Strickland, if Sean Strickland shows up like he did against Izzy, I think he beats DDP.
Yeah, you do. What do you think his angers? So obviously that has came with everything. You think that's going to mess with him and he's going to fight angry? Or do you think he always kind of fights angry?
I mean, he seemed very calm against Izzy. Let it out towards the end there. But 5-5s against Sean Strickland's a nightmare. DDP, yeah, I don't know. I just have a feeling Sean Strickland gets the job done, but DDP's very dangerous. Sean Strickland also got knocked out in about 13 seconds by Alex Pereira, remember?
Yeah, that was an awkward fight.
Boom, left hook. And so, I don't know. I think Sean Strickland might get the job done. What do you think?
I don't even know. After watching DDP do that.
You know, he's not the best strategist. Sean Strickland just go over there and like he spar. You know, always his hands are low. He always coming forward, you know, taking punches to the face and fighting. And he did that for 5 rounds against Adesanya. And that fight is going to be crazy. I hope the odds are pretty similar, but I will take Sean Strickland. Even though Dricus du Plessis could beat him, I think Sean Strickland and his pressure, even if Dricus du Plessis taking him down, I don't think he's holding Sean Strickland. And I think the pressure is going to be too much. 5 rounds, I have Sean Strickland on that one.
It's hard, you know, because Strickland, now he gets something, you know. He looks very good in his last fight. So 50-50, but I think Dricus will be a little bit better, you know, and he gonna win by the...
Du Plessis lands, it's because he's thrown a volume and something's gotten through, not because he's created the window for himself.
Yeah, because he kept going with power shots at you.
And I feel like Strickland's kind of solve-all style works for 99% of people because he's so on top of them. Like, look at what he did to Abbas, right? Abbas Magomedov, was it Magomedov?
Yeah,
like he threw everything in the kitchen sink at Sean Strickland in that first round, and Strickland weathered the storm, walked him down, took everything that he got, and then put it on him.
Yeah.
Like, that's the kind of thing I can see happening to Du Plessis. I think he might have a really good opening 3-4 minutes, and then if we see him tired like he was against Till or Brunson, Strickland takes him out. I think TKO. I think Strickland will get to him.
I think Du Plessis is strong. I think Sean will probably end up finding his way back to his feet, and it's going to be a stand-up battle. And I still think it's pretty 50-50 on the feet. I think he's pretty awkward, Du Plessis. The later rounds, I want to say, obviously, Du Plessis ended up having his nose surgery. He said that was giving him a lot of grief, and he said he felt great in his last one. It definitely made a difference. So let's see, because I think cardio, we know Sean Strickland doesn't waste too much energy, spars thousands of rounds, so he can go the 5 rounds every single time. So you know he can bring it on in the last 2 rounds. And I think Du Plessis can too. So that's why I'm sort of more unsure. If I could guarantee Du Plessis' gas tank's going to hold up, I'm more leaning towards Dricus. I think Dricus maybe does have more ways of winning. But yeah, it's going to be a very interesting fight, a lot there.
What do you think of that fight?
Top of my head, I would have to say Sean pieces him up 5 rounds, wins by decision. Dricus is a tough dude, don't see him going anywhere. But I also thought Izzy was going to outpoint him, right? Yeah. And Dricus is awkward. He's unorthodox, and he's tough as nails. He's going to come into this fight ready for the dogfight that Dricus likes to make it. But in saying that, Dricus is actually really good at keeping that space, that distance, keeping on the end of his jabs, and just keeping that high pressure volume going. So I'm curious. Top of my head, I'd have to say Sean would be the favorite. Going into this fight, he'd be the safer pick. But, you know, Dricus has surprised people before. He surprised me.
So, all that being said, I do have Sean Strickland winning this fight. I have him win this fight. I think he can TKO him in the 4th round. I would say it's a late TKO just because the cardio, he wears DDP down, eventually lands big shots and gets him out of there, or it's via decision. And I think he wins 4 rounds, probably 3 to 4 rounds. I don't think he pitches a shutout because I think that first round he's going to be feeling him out. He might not be able to apply the pressure, but as the fight goes on, as we've seen with DDP, his cardio is something you should be worried about if you put money on him, And not to mention, he's never gone 5 rounds, especially in the UFC as a main event. So all signs to me point towards Sean Strickland.
Sean can kind of fight on his back foot. Sean can, yep, he can. He's defensively sound. But I'm playing the fight in my head in just different scenarios. I'm kind of trying to visualize it. That's what I'm doing. Yeah, to the ground, I think Dricus can handle him on the ground if it gets there. Might be easy to take Sean down actually.
Because of his stance.
Yeah, I just clicked. I was just looking at it in my head. I was like, what if Dricus shoots? Oh shit, that's an easy takedown. Sean can scramble, but I don't think he's gonna out-scramble Dricus. Sean definitely striking advantage.
Dricus has the grappling?
I'll give Dricus the grappling advantage. I don't know, it's just weird. It's weird. And when I say that, I mean that in a good way. He's weird with his way he moves, his offbeat, the way he gathers his feet. He sneaks things in.
I was going to try and expand a little bit. Like, how do you think, if it goes like 5 rounds, how do you think the middle of the fight goes? Was what I was going to ask. Like, once they get going.
Yeah, the middle, I think Dricus, I think even Dricus can still, even if it was losing the first 2 and 3rd round, can still come back just through off his offbeat. Official pick, I'm gonna go with Dricus. Does it go the distance? I'm gonna say no. Not that I don't respect Sean or his skills. Guy beat me, so of course I respect the skills.
TKO or sub if it doesn't go the distance?
I say sub.